Everybody knows how important it is for any type of business to create videos nowadays. According to this report from HubSpot, more than 50% of consumers want to see videos from brands, more than any other type of content. 2019 is the year for video as a holistic business approach, meaning that video content will be produced by all teams in any conversational, actionable and measurable way. On the other side, access to video equipment and post-production tools has never been easier and cheaper than it is now. These two factors, the need of video and the access to equipment and tools, increase the competition for video marketers, but also, and most importantly, increase the distances between what businesses ask for and what they actually get in the end. There is a certain know-how that is missing in video production nowadays. That know-how is having a strategic mindset. A mindset that primarily involves the idea that your skill set cannot only be vertical, but must also be horizontal. My name is Paolo and I want to share with you my learnings after 3 years of working in Grow Tribe as head of video. So let's start from the first one, being persona driven. When you build a marketing campaign, you always need to know who you're talking to. Let's imagine for a second that you are in front of the Queen of England. Would you ever say something like this? Well, this is one of the most common mistakes that I see in video marketing campaigns. You can create the best video that ever existed, but if you are not referring to the right target, you might never be able to reach your potential buyers. Building personas is super powerful for 3 different reasons. The first one is that you need to build persona to be able to know where they hang around. By trying to be everywhere, you are in danger of spreading your efforts too thin, or you may find yourself in the wrong place where there is no one of relevance to engage. Try and search where your target persona hangs around. This will allow you to understand fundamental things about how to create your videos, their length, what platform you have to optimize the video for, and consequently, what is the average attention span on that platform. Second reason to build your personas, as SEJ mentioned in the same article, people are naturally drawn to group together in like-minded tribes. By truly understanding your persona and what motivates them, you can speak to them in a manner that they can relate to so that they want to be part of the brand tribe. So in other words, what do your customers like? What style do you have to build your video around? Is it going to be an informal type of video or something more formal? What type of emotions do I want to trigger in the people I'm talking to? The last reason for which is super important to build personas, you need to know what type of pain your customer is trying to solve in that specific phase of the funnel. Don't just amplify what you want to say. Listen to what your audience wants and needs to hear. By doing the research and understanding your persona, you can build a content map based on what questions are asked at each stage of the buying journey. What type of pain does your product or service solve? Don't base your answer on your gut feelings. Try to understand why your customer bought the product in the first place. Long story short, knowing who you are referring to is gonna save you a lot of time and money. So let's get to the second learning, which is being funnel oriented. Always remember your customer journey. What are the actual phases of the sales funnel? How many steps does a person have to run through before becoming your customer? As any other type of content, video has to focus on a specific metric or a specific step of the funnel. Why? According to a study done by Kapost, funnel-oriented content marketing produces 3 times more leads per dollar spent when compared to paid search. But that's not all. According to BuzzSumo, funnel-oriented content marketing allows you to spend less money on paid ads, increase organic search traffic, increase brand awareness, and get higher conversion rates. Always remember that for each and every phase of the funnel, there is a specific type of video that fits perfectly. This is an example that can help you to understand that. But as BuzzSumo sums up perfectly, there are generally 3 points that you need to remember. 1. Top of the funnel, or TOFU, focuses on brand awareness and site traffic. In short, TOFU content grabs attention. Middle of the funnel, or MOFU, focuses on lead generation and nurture. MOFU content educates and informs. Bottom of the funnel, BOFU, focuses on conversion to paid services or product. BOFU content is personalized and product focused. The second fundamental thing about being funnel oriented is that it's gonna save a lot of energy and time. It's almost impossible for you to focus on all the steps of the funnel altogether. Even if you are you sure that you want to spend all of your money based only on gut feelings? Isn't it better to start from a specific metric to verify your assumptions? Start with searching what is the phase in the funnel in which you have the most problems. Is it at the top of the funnel or deep down in the bottom phase? Based on that, you will be able to get better results faster and buy-in from your stakeholder or your team. Which brings me to the last learning, which is being data and experiment driven. One of the biggest values here in Grow Tribe is that data levels all opinions. We always try to get the ego out of the room and let the data talk to challenge our ideas. As a video maker, I know how easy it is to fall in love with an idea idea, or strongly believe that an idea will fly. That's where experimentation comes in. Testing is the only thing that you can do in order to eliminate the ego and will allow you to collect data. As the global creative director at Google's Unskippable Labs, Ben Jones, said, "The challenge with advertising is that as soon as you make an ad that follows all the rules change." This is why experimentation is so important. Let's take the example of Grow Insights. Grow Insights is a series we created at Grow Tribe, and it is also the first one we have ever done. To be honest, I was hooked on the idea from the start, but we took the experimental approach anyway. We started with a standard setting, no lights, no mic, and just a phone and a laptop to record the audio. We started to share it internally and we noticed that the feedback was good, but the quality was an issue. Then we decided to bring a compact camera that was able to record the video. We shot the first episode like that, and with some scrappy animations we filled in the blanks. Every new episode introduced a new element, and with it added a new part of the process. This is the process that we follow to get where we are now. Every time we changed something, it was motivated by data, and all the effort that we made paid off with a strong brand recognition. Long story short, we would never been able to get where we are right now with Grow Insights if it wasn't for the data. So these are my learnings after 3 years in Grow Tribe. Some of them might not sound like rocket science, but what makes this strategic approach useful and actionable is the interplay between all of these elements. So if you have any question, please leave a comment below, like the video and subscribe to the channel to get all the notifications. See you next time!